the candidates for Member of Provincial Parliament for Sarnia-Lambton. We thank you for being here in the hall or listening on 103.9 FM, 1070 AM CHOK. Time is of the essence tonight, so without further ado, please welcome our moderator for the evening, CHOK Program Director Sue Storr.
Thanks, Dave, and good evening to everybody that's here in the hall with us and to those of you listening at home before that other hockey game comes on. It's a 90-minute program, and I'll just run through how the evening is going to go for anybody that hasn't heard one of our all-candidate events.
I value your time and your consideration of the ideas being presented. The Green Party has a thoughtful and balanced platform that focuses on practical solutions. We're making it a priority to bring honesty and integrity to Queen's Park. People are tired of the political games, scandals, and wasted money. As a teacher, father, husband, and small businessman, I understand the need to put aside differences and work together in order to move forward. The Green Party's platform focuses on three main areas: jobs, kids, and the environment. The portion of our jobs platform will help small businesses by lowering payroll taxes. We have a plan to deal with rising energy costs. That includes using clean energy and investing our money on efficiencies. We will tackle infrastructure and transportation challenges impacting our economy.
Thanks, CHOK and the Lambton College for hosting us this evening, and the radio audience out there. Ladies and gentlemen, over the last 11 years, the McGuinty Wynne government has turned its back on Sarnia-Lambton, closing the Lambton generating station and cutting 300 jobs, gutting the horse racing industry and shutting down Hiawatha and its jobs, forcing industrial wind turbines on rural Lambton County, trying to close the Sarnia jail, refusing to give our community fair treatment in the decommissioning of the old Sarnia General Hospital, and racking up record debt. And through it all, Andrea Horwath and the NDP have stood by and supported the Liberals, voting with the McGuinty Wynne government 97% of the time. It's time for a change in government at Queen's Park. I stand by my record as a member of the PC caucus and the representative for Sarnia-Lambton. I'm proud to have fought against the Green Energy Act that is forcing wind turbines on rural Ontario. A progressive Conservative government will stop the spread of wind turbines in Ontario with an outright moratorium. I'm proud to have fought against the gutting of the horse racing industry and the devastating impacts on Hiawatha, the city of Sarnia through its loss of funding, and the surrounding rural communities and the impact on them. A progressive Conservative government will rebuild the slots at racetrack program and the horse racing industry in Ontario. It'll take some time after it's been devastated, but we will make it ever better than before. I'm proud here and at home,
and thank you so much to CHOK for hosting this event. It's always a very well-attended event publicly and at home, so I certainly appreciate the opportunity. And while I'm here, I just want to say thank you so much to a really strong team this year that we have. Our NDP campaign team is incredible. We have members of our team that span all age groups and all socioeconomic demographics. This year, as you can probably tell by looking throughout the county, is our year. So I want to say thank you specifically to my team for this incredible journey that we're on. Feel free to join us. I have a plan to create 1 million jobs in Ontario. The first thing I'm going to do is lay off 100,000 hard-working Ontarians. All right, so that math doesn't quite add up, does it? But when you let an ideological attack on unions drive your platform, sometimes you can't see past the blinders.
It's a voice that is known and trusted. As a long-term resident of Sarnia-Lambton, one who has served as a school board trustee, a city councillor, and a city-county councillor for 14 years, I believe that I, too, have a voice that is known, a voice that speaks for the people I have represented, a voice that people trust. I am your candidate for the Provincial Liberal Party, and you and I both know that there have been several issues that have followed the new leader, Kathleen Wynne, from the previous one. Kathleen Wynne does not shy away from these issues, but rather has taken responsibility for them, apologized to the Ontario people, and has put in place new rules to ensure that they will never happen again, such as mandatory record-keeping and staff training, new rules to limit political staff involvement in commercial third-party transactions,
and the size and
and the
scope of
reintroduction
government
of the
activities and expenses with more rules, more regulations, and reduced our choices and services. It has resulted in never-ending tax increases, new fees, and higher utility costs, and less money in our pockets. Most of all, we've lost trust that things will ever change. They intrinsically and seemingly function to not the betterment of society, but the slow, painful destruction of society, unless, of course, you're part of those with a vested interest in more government. They believe that money and wealth is not created by hard work, saving, skill, and patience, but with the stroke of a pen.
First-time voter.
Printing and borrowing.
So I know that sometimes it takes a while for the government to implement some of their great ideas. So because I'm going to university in September, I would like to know when you plan to implement your tuition changes, because none of you really said that.
The tax credit for students, the 30% off, when it only gives this credit to a select few. And it personally, as a hardworking person that's paying for my own tuition by working, it feels like a slap across the face, to be honest with you.
Thanks for the question. Seeking your vote in the Sarnia-Lambton riding on June 12th. With the Libertarian Party, Andrew Falvey. With the Green Party, Kevin Shaw. Representing the Progressive Conservatives, Bob Bailey. For the Liberal Party, Anne-Marie Gillis. And with the NDP, Brian White. I hope everybody gets out and has a chance to vote. Your vote is really what is important. Thank you again for those listening at home on 103.9 FM, 1070 AM, and on our live stream at chok.com. Thank you to our audience, to our media panel, and to everybody behind the scenes for doing this, and to Lambton College for allowing us to be here. Have a good night, everyone.